As Obelisk directs.
Every coin helps.
God willing.
所以我觉得我姥姥对我实在太重要。
May it please you.
到现在的那个没干嘛法，兄弟他喜欢就对，想干的事情，干一样转一样，越来越好。我们越来来，心里也挺高兴，挺好。
然后当时我本来是原定的计划是
Yes.
我第2年会就 TI6我会继续打，是这样一个考虑。然后在今年年初就是
So I go.
我休息完半年之后，也是在一次比赛上 DSC 的时候看到 CDC 这个新队。 当时我也是接到他们队的邀请，本来打算过去帮他们，当时也是因为他们队没比赛，但是最后没比走了，所以最后我就选择了英控这边。
Obelisk guide me.
然后就过来继续选择带新队，因为感觉我们这个圈子的那个新鲜血
May
实
it
在太
please
少。
you.
但是今年我们带他们去了，这个第一步已经是实现了。
Hallowed
非
ground.
常重要。其实对于每一个 team 来说的话，团队一定都很重要，不管是新队来。 所以人一定要在把状态调整到最好的。
As you say.
所以一般我们赛前我们都会有
A pious All you.
Hold your feet to the fire.
Yes.
希望他这回
Penance. Even more blessed. God willing.
Fantastic story.
Double
Like
damage.
that to make the international the special event it is. And it's planned to make the event
Test your faith.
what it is as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Eho and Evil Geniuses are back in the building. Eho leading 1-0, one game away from the upper bracket final. A story no one would have predicted.
Persuaded by
The enemy's
prayer.
top tower has fallen.
EG came into this as one of the
Yes.
top 3 favourites for the tournament. They had a fantastic 2015.
Leap of faith.
They had the players, the preparation and everything that went with it.
Regeneration.
They are going to have to pull out all the
Yes.
stops. And gents, they've got the ability. There's no doubt about that. They've come back before in tournaments. They've
Obelisk,
dropped down
guide
to
me.
lower brackets and still ended up winning tournaments as well. So they know how to get out of this spot.
Yeah, they definitely
In
do.
your name.
I mean, EG, as bad as the game looked, they had
As
a-
Obelisk
It's hard
directs.
to come back with an 80 mate when you're facing a Luna lineup, and I mean things were
In your
hard,
name.
and you gave away a lot of kills, and the storm is out of control. Ultimate doesn't even have Manta.
Obelisk,
Those
guide me.
games, they might look not close at all, but they actually could have been way closer. It's just that at this level,
May it please
I mean,
you.
eHome's a good team. If they're supposed to win the fight, they're gonna win it. If they don't give away their
A pious
advantage,
path.
they're gonna crush you.
Yeah, I think Puffy said yesterday the secret learn more from losing a match than they do from winning. I think
Yes.
that's an obvious statement to make, but it's never true of them when it's a tough game like this, and you've got to learn very quickly and change.
So I go.
The other team are adapting to your strategies as well.
And speaking of adapting to
Yes.
strategies, I think that important to note this tournament, a lot of teams have tried to clone and copy what Secret have been doing for a very long time due to their
Chastised.
success in the past. But it's really the the China qualifier teams
God willing.
that people should be copying at this point. Their strategy is what prevails. They fight early on, they have
Yes.
fight, and
You've been
just
shattered.
always move aggressively early.
Where are we going?
Fitting
Second game.
penance.
Are we heading for a 2-0 here, Malin?
One of the key parts has been banning the
Punished.
Siren. I think they really rely on that. Imagine if they had Noctis on that bottom fight. They would just slap, ran out, lose the tower, and maybe 1-0. But actually 5-0. I think they've kind of been overly reliant on that in order to carry them into the late game. This is why they have drafted such
Attack!
safe lineups. But now the time has come to switch strategy because everyone's found out.
Leap of
firsthand now
faith.
versus EG.
Okay, said. Quick prediction.
I send you
I'm
home.
pretty sure EG is going to bounce back.
Really? Why?
Because
As you say.
I think losing a game that way doesn't show anything. You know, they're just going to
As Obelisk
and go into the
directs.
second game as if it was a new one, and probably be ready to eHome's aggression.
Okay. Why?
So
think
I
that
go.
This eHome has never looked stronger, and I think that they're going to 2-0.
Okay. Final
Right.
word, Winter.
I agree with Seth. I think
I think EG is going to figure things out, switch the draft around, and maybe pick less of the late game and go for more early aggression, and they're going to bounce back.
I'm with Waga 2-0.
Really? Okay. Well done, Melini.
As you
Getting in
say.
there at the end, just to get on the CTY hype trainer, perhaps. I don't know. Let's find out. A few seconds away, heading into the draft.
Yes. In your name.
Double damage.
Evil Genius versus yes. Home. Game 2.
The Battle of the E's is underway. EG
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
And the draft is already underway with the bans done. And Lena already picked for EG.
Obelisk, guide me.
And this time around, they banned the Winter River, which was a use factor.
Leap of faith.
Last game. And he looks to be one of the best picks for eHome so far. The Winter Wyvern. Are they going to go for the Dark Seer even though they don't have Winter Wyvern? I think it's very different. The Dark Seer Winter Wyvern really looks very scary. I mean, they can do Dark Seer Shaker too. Alright, there's the answer.
Schism!
That can work
Strength
really well.
from on
As you
high.
say, without a combination, Darkseer sometimes is not
As
impressive,
Obelisk
and Shaker
directs.
for sure are going to get banned in second phase by EG if they do not pick it themselves already here.
I feel like EG have a very special story against Bounty Hunter because back then, it was like 2 months ago.
God willing.
Only 1 month ago. So a lot of teams would dominate with
May
Bounty,
it
especially
please
versus
you.
Chen. And the first team that destroyed the Bounty lineup was EG, and it was versus Vici Gaming. And I remember we were even studying how they dealt with the Bounty, because how they deal with
A
the Bounty.
pious path.
The way they had really tanky heroes, such as Speed Breakers, very strong lane.
Shackle.
Faithless one.
Made Bounty and not destroyed some places.
I think even during the group stages, me, Malini, and Rose were discussing about why Great
A healing hand.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Chastise.
It burns, doesn't it?
Right now they have like the
Consecrated.
but that's
Zap.
actually dangerous if EG doesn't have like a good lane support. They can actually wreck hell.
God willing. Shadow wave.
By herself.
As a support against this. Just
A pious light.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Super important for
From the
teams
red
like
mist.
Evil and for CDEC in their success, because they have supports that can clear up the wave super fast.
The
Since
enemy's
their carry is
bottom
not always
barracks
fast,
has
their carry is
fallen.
almost always fighting with them.
In
So
your
you need
name.
supports
The
that can
enemy's
also clear
bottom
the waves
barracks
quickly.
has fallen.
That is
Middle!
And I'm gonna say that Storm
So
ban
I
really
go.
looks like a respect ban to me. And the way CTY plays Storm is way more
Go away!
Dire structures are fortified.
Bravely. I'm not ready.
when you get it working like that,
Shadows.
uses me. Early game, if you get the good early game on Storm, the work it is so much better. Tusker being banned out by Evil is kind of curious.
As you
It
say.
would be a strong fighting combo. I think they just want to remove hard to kill heroes, as you said, so that Bounty
Leap
Hunters
of
can fight
faith.
and kill some squishy heroes.
The
I still think they need someone to do the Spirit Breaker. I think one of the best
As
supports
Obelisk
is-
directs.
If you're not gonna go for the Shaker, we thought Shaker would already be banned out by now. Yeah, and it hasn't.
Justice
The
served.
only, I mean, running Shaker, if it is a bounty position forward, then, and which most likely it is, then having bounty plus Shaker as a support
Yes.
is a bit so-so because the offlane
Yeah, I agree.
already the Darkseer.
It's kind of weak.
Obelisk,
That's
guide
probably
me.
why they are ignoring the Shaker.
My congregation grows.
which they actually had trouble dealing with.
Yes.
I really feel like the lineup from eHome can be a very explosive.
May it
aggressive
please
lineup.
you.
I don't feel like they would have went for the Luna. I felt like they're gonna go for very. I mean, obviously Quap is still available. I think heroes like Quap,
Compel.
by heroes is the heroes they're looking for.
Not having the Lina, Queen of Pain is a very good hero because they need
Faithless
something that
one.
can always secure the kills for Bounty Hunter, running with him. And mobile heal like Queen of Pain could do that. Other heroes are still, of course, the Ember Spirit.
Yes.
I think too, actually. I mean, when you've been out there and Spear versus Darts here. I think the
Obelisk,
is still a
guide
very
me.
viable pick for Evil Geniuses. Not that great for them in game 1, but it's a little bit of a different game.
Oh, for
As
EK, for
Obelisk
sure.
directs.
That's a strong pick. Eho might be thinking about this.
Time.
Has the better team fight.
Yes.
They played, and right now they lack control with the Darts here. I mean, Winter Wyvern is not an option.
Yes.
Because of all the draft for them, it's not an option either. And the Gyro Cup is that, so which hero?
God willing.
Monster kill!
Burn, baby, burn.
Like you
Leap of
mentioned-
faith.
Someone mentioned Rubik.
Yeah, Rubik definitely makes the most sense.
Hand of God.
To deal with Spear Breaker.
Persuaded by prayer.
Can somewhat combo
Okay,
the Darts here.
so they ban out the Anti-Mage who has been used so much as a counter to the PL, which they then immediately pick as well. So a good fighting carry for them. With Gyrocopter being banned out there, not that many good
Strength from on
fighting carries
high.
available.
You know, this
In your
thing as
name.
well, like,
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of teams when they see
Haste.
the team from today, when you pick a heavy core, PL
Yes.
or AM, the Luna was like the reply, and in this case, and they themselves put the AM out, so PL becomes a very strong pick here.
Shadow
They're pretty
wave.
much forced to pick Ember at this
Punished.
point, aren't they? Looking at it.
I feel like Ember is really good because it's a small hero. We've seen like
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
not really worked out.
All are healed. So I go.
The Silencer was doing so much damage.
As you say. Dark light.
Support like Luna.
Hate
If
to
you're-
act of God.
if you're in the lineup, that would actually relegate you.
Repent.
The only way for them to handle it is
Hot
to
enough
send,
for you?
I just imagine the Spirit Breaker.
The enemy's middle
I
barracks
thank
has
a
fallen.
healing hand.
It is very interesting, especially because
The
Clutch
enemy's
is not
middle
the best
barracks
hero.
has fallen.
But he's super good against Darkseid.
Yeah, he is for sure. I mean, he's also decent versus PL.
Yes.
I mean, when he ruptures PL, then you know which PL is real one. But in one
So I go.
That's why he got Seeker. That's exactly.
That's true.
Especially because PL is a natural defense
Obelisk,
carrier,
guide me.
and Manta goes with silence from Bloodseeker, so usually Bloodseeker is completely irrelevant.
Attack.
Yeah, but a good point about Phantom Lance as well. In some of the games, where you saw him like
My faithful join me.
doppelganger, and in this game, what he's like a lot of chasing power. Free Breaker Lee and
Repent.
PL might not have the luxury of escaping damage against his lineup.
So you could see
As Obelisk directs.
Because Spearbreaker works so well with that. He comes in charging, sometimes it's done.
God willing.
You have plenty of damage, and any single 70% winning that.
so far they have very bad
Even more.
Like, 400 cast range is not good for some.
So Witch Doctor, we talk about them needing something to complement the vacuum. So cast is somewhat, I mean, manageable. I mean,
It can be fine, yeah.
it can be
Malediction.
fine. Yeah, malediction as well,
The
a very
creep
good source of damage for that. And like you guys mentioned, it's a way of dealing with the charge. They need some way to actually stop the Spirit Breaker from actually diving into them.
But it still feels like they lack this AoE you always want to have when you play with the Dogs. Every game they played, they had something at least, like they went to Wyvern, or I mean, we've seen Shaker and run by other teams. And in that game, they don't really have it. It looks like they're looking for a full aggression lineup. And there goes the Ember.
I think it's gonna be some AoE mid hero though. Like if we can pick so I definitely think they're gonna add
wasn't
more
too
AoE to this in the last pick.
Two options here. Queen, like you mentioned, and Shadow Fiend will also pick that
It feels like they're baiting the Ember pick because, I mean, you gotta know PG plays Ember, especially after
Dire's
yesterday.
structures
They
are
destroyed
fortified.
Complexity with it. It was this amazing
A cold wind blows.
lineup.
20 hacks.
It's an obvious
Obelisk.
answer.
All are
Or
healed.
maybe they're just baiting it and they have a plan.
In your name.
Maybe. I also think they're in a pretty complicated situation. If you get much more and Denver doesn't have a great early game, if Bounty Hunter can mess with him along with a Darkseer, who's a really disruptive.
The enemy's
that's
middle
early game.
tower has fallen.
I just feel like when you're
Leap
Bounty
of
Hunter
faith.
and you run into an Ember with a Spirit Breaker that could be charging, it's actually
The
scary.
enemy's
You're
top
actually-
tower has
You're
fallen.
going to be very
The
like,
enemy's
careful about
middle
where you're
tower
going, and
has fallen.
you can't really be safe.
Worthy.
The enemy's
because of
top
the
barracks
Spirit
has
Breaker.
fallen.
I think the quad ban is a good ban. It's AoE.
Hand
it's a lot
of
aggression.
God.
That that's hard to do.
Almighty.
Both of these teams now, the Sanking Band